And you know what, Master Fu? Fuck you, nigga. You put these two kids in these situations. You put the power of creation and destruction in the hands of teenagers. I blame Master Fu for all of this. Hello, you beautiful people. It is I, Mr. Universe. And today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're not going to be watching Link Club.
Thank God.
Nor are we going to be watching Miraculous Ladybug, but we are going to stay within the Miraculous Circle. Today, I'm going to be reading your Miraculous Unpopular Opinions. A couple months ago, I went in my community tab and I asked you guys what are some hot takes that you low-key agree with. And we're going to go through some of them today and see what you guys are saying behind closed doors on a computer, okay? If you want to be in these ones, you should totally subscribe. Check out my community posts. I ask these kind of questions all the time. I ask about like what your theories are, and I can feature you in a video. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell notification because YouTube does not like me.
I do not like you.
I feel indifferent towards you.
Neither does Eugenio Straffi, but I can fight. Eugenio, you know where I live. Come fight. I'm not gonna lie. Some of you guys said some things that are like the fandom has been saying for a while. Or like, there are a bunch of Chloe stans in these hot takes, and those are not hot takes, that's just y'all being Chloe stans. We're gonna go through as much of these as possible, and then I'll figure out when I wanna stop. Anyways, another thing, get you guys a merch. Get you guys some merch. You see the merch? Put it in my hand again. I don't know if this is actually a hot take. Felix isn't a good character. They redeemed him without addressing what made him bad in the first place. Okay, so I don't know if I'm saying this now because we just got the episode Yaxi Goes In with Felix present in there. I don't know if they really redeemed him without addressing what made him bad in the first place. He wasn't bad per se. I think he just used Marinette to get what he wanted, and a lot of you guys see that as like a bad thing, but his life was on the line. If he didn't have the Peacock Miraculous, his life, Adrian's, and Kagami's life were literally in the hands of someone else. So he did what he needed to do to get his guts. Would I say he's redeemed?
Well, sorta, kinda.
I can see what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. I just also think it's not that deep. It can be explored, but at the same time, if it's not explored, it's not the end of the world, you know? Marinette was a stalker. Here we go. That's not really a hot take though. You guys say this all the time. This is not a hot take. Moving on. Chloe is wasted potential of a character. So much for having a character with a slow burn experience. This is not a hot take. When I ask you guys for hot takes, I'm asking you for unpopular opinions. This is a popular opinion. Chloe should have gotten, here we go again. Chloe should have gotten the chance to go through with her redemption arc. This is not a hot take, okay? We were a bit robbed in Chat Blanc. This is the episode Chat Blanc, season 3, episode 22, or season 2, episode 22. I can't remember which one. SAMG should have animated the episode. Cat Blanc was done by DQ. DQ is known for having the characters not look normal, for lack of better terms. Like the characters just make them look not that great. I don't know if really, that's not really a hot take. That's just an opinion about an episode. I need hot takes, guys. I need you guys to give me something that is unpopular that you agree with. I'm talking like opinions like,
It take you that long to find it? It does.
Someone says the show should not have 14 seasons planned. Like, ho, is you cool? Nah, let's keep the 14 season. I need to check, okay? I need to check. The longer the show goes on, the more money I get. Because
dollar make me holler.
Let's keep this show going, okay? Thank you. Another one. Oh, here we go again. They ruined the opportunity to give Chloe a redemption arc. Guys, we need to let this, it's been so long since Chloe gave up the redemption. It's been 3+ seasons. Guys, we're on season 6. Let it go. Let Chloe go. Let it go.
No, it was no 15 minutes ago and it's no now.
Ooh, someone says Adrian should have been the protagonist, the principal one. This is a hot take. We've had so many cartoons and shows in general with a white, cisgendered white male with blonde hair in the lead. We've had that for so many years. I disagree. Adrian should not be the protagonist. I was just watching Lolly Rock the other day. You know how many Adrian lookalikes there are? Someone says Master Fu was a bad mentor. I agree. Well, I think he's a somewhat good mentor to Marinette, but to Adrian, I can't remember if he had enough scenes developing Adrian, and then he ended up choosing Marinette as the guardian anyways. If I was Adrian, I would have felt away. I'd been like, she. In the fact that Marinette met Master Fu, but way before Adrian did, it was, come on. I get it. Marinette is the main character, but at the same time, you gotta give Adrian something. You can't just give him the scraps and the what left. Come on. Here's an unpopular opinion. Here's an unpopular opinion from me. I don't think Ladybug should have chosen the holders, like, for example, Alia, Nino. I'm thinking about like the main, like the first set of Miraculous that we were introduced to. I don't think Marinette should have chosen those. I think Master Fu should have chosen those like he did in that one episode with Pegasus, King Monkey, and Viperion maybe? I can't remember if Viperion was chosen by Master Fu or by Ladybug. I will look it up. I think Master Fu should have chosen Alia and Nino to be the holders of their respective Miraculous, and then it causes even more tension. I think that could have been a better plot point for the story wise. If we ever do a Miraculous rewrite, that will be one of the things that we're going to rewrite. It should be Master Fu choosing all of the Miraculous, not Marinette choosing all of them. And another unpopular opinion, Adrian should have been the one to get Carapace involved, not Ladybug. Fight me if you want, Mari stans.
Fight me.
Someone said Sublime, even after just one episode, is more interesting character than Zoe. Now this is a hot take. This is a dumb take.
Ooh,
what? They're both rich white girls that got transferred to the French school. Sublime at least stands out with her legs.
Okay. Whatever that means.
The irony that she said she stands out even though she's handicapped.
Alright now, it ain't that funny.
Why are you not laughing? This is definitely a take. This is with most of you Chloe fans. Whenever you see Zoe, you don't see her as a character. You just see her as Chloe's replacement. Get over it! This person says, the show is so much better with all of the new heroes. If it was just Ladybug and Cat Noir for the next 7 to 8 seasons, the show would have gotten stale. Also, Felix really isn't as smart as everyone makes him out to be, especially in the season 4 finale. His plan was carried out by sheer dumb luck. I agree. I agree that the show has gotten better with more heroes. I do like that. It also includes for more having people of all different types to be part of the heroes team. I like it. I don't hate it. I know a lot of people say that now the show is oversaturated with heroes, but if you just had Ladybug and Cat Noir for literally 14 seasons, that would have gotten stale and gotten old. You have to learn from the mistakes of other Magical Girl and Magical Boy shows and learn from them. And it's a superhero team. You don't just have, when you're watching Justice League or Teen Titans, it's never always just the Teen Titans. Sometimes they'll have cameos from other superheroes. Same with the Justice League. Same with The Boy. Same with Gen V. You don't always have just the main core heroes. You always have additional heroes that will come along and help to push along the story and to make it more interesting. You also said Felix isn't as smart as everyone makes him out to be. This I gotta disagree with. He used his brain to figure out who Hawkmoth was. Literally no other character other than Lila has been that proactive. Our main characters are not even being that proactive. I get what you're saying, he's not as smart. It's just because everyone else in the show is literally dumb. His plan was carried out by sheer dumb luck. Yes, I agree. Everything lined up for him to carry out his plan, and he did it. If Marinette wasn't taking risks that episode, Felix's plan never would have gone through, and Marinette still would have had all of the Miraculous. Chloe's arc in season 2 and season 3 isn't a redemption one, and it wasn't just Miracle Queen to ruin her. Instead, the episodes prove that she hasn't really changed, and she literally says it in Miracular, which people misinterpret to this day as one of her best episodes. These are not hot takes. This is a common debate in the fandom since season 2, and we are on season 6. It has been nearly 10 years. I'm not going to read it. We're going to move on. Okay, we are going to pretend that we did not see that. Hot take, Marinette should have confessed her love to Adrian right the next day, not wait 5 whole seasons so he notices with the power of plot holes. Hot take number 2, Marinette should have told Alia all the trauma she had right after revealing her identity. Hot take number 3, instead of reasoning with Gabriel, she should have knocked him out and forced him to cooperate with her to save Adrian, and then go tell Adrian the truth in London so he can transform into Cat Noir and scratch his own father without even thinking.
What would you do if when you're okay, so he said yes would go? I don't know what you mean there, babes.
Marinette should have confessed her love to Adrian right the next day, not wait 5 whole seasons. Okay, so you're saying wait 5 whole seasons, like in their time it was 5 seasons? In their time, season 1 to season 5 only happens within a year. Season 6 shows us that only a year has taken place from Alex's first birthday to her birthday in Dark Castle. This all happens in a year. Hot take number 2, Marinette should have told Alia all the trauma she had right after revealing her identity. I think Marinette needs to see a therapist. I don't think she needs to trauma dump all of her trauma onto her friend. I think she should see a professional. Marinette thinks she has to hold all of this in by herself, and that's going to be the downfall, as it has been the downfall of every single problem that she's ever had. Hot take, Alia not knowing Monarch is Gabriel even in secret. I don't know what you mean there, bub. She should have told Alia at least Gabriel was Monarch the whole time. Maybe they could have had slight beef, but other than hiding it, that would make everything so much worse. Once Adrian finds out and Marinette knew the whole time, he's not going to be happy at all. Alia was going to be pissed regardless. Now that time has passed, it's even worse. You guys got to keep in mind, at one point, Gabriel literally targeted Alia and her family just because she was Rena Rouge. Gabriel had a personal vendetta against Alia. So it's going to be hard to tell her whether in the past or now she's going to be upset, and rightfully so. She's going to be angry, and rightfully so. When Chat Noir finds out about Monarch, there should be a civil war between the heroes. I agree. When Adrian finds out, or when Chat Noir finds out, his trust in Ladybug is going to go through the floor. So much to the point where he's not going to want to listen to her leadership anymore because you fucking lied to me. You're supposed to be my partner and you lied to me. The therapy that he's going through will at least help him process, because he doesn't like his father. And I think that will make, once the truth comes out, it will allow him to be like, this makes more sense. I'm not pissed because my father was a Monarch, because now that makes sense. He's a terrible father, so it makes sense that he was Monarch. But the fact that you lied to me, and you want me to work with you. You want me to work with you. It's always trust, but you've been lying to me this whole time. I think there's gonna be a team split. Maybe not civil war to the extent that we're thinking of Avengers level, but I think there will be a fraction in the team. Who do you think is gonna be on Chat Noir's side and who's gonna be on Ladybug's side? Even though it was wrong, Mari was completely justified keeping the truth from Adrian. Oh wow. Everyone complains that he's always left in the dark, but look at it from Mari's point of view. After going through all of that, how do you look the person you love the most in the eye and tell them such crushing news about their parent, who they care for, that will devastate them? People really keep giving her shit for it, but I really just feel bad for her. I also feel bad for the position that Marinette is in. Like Bunnex said, telling him the truth and lying to him will both have their equal fair share of pros and cons, both happy and sad moments. There's consequences on each side. So I think no matter what she chose to do in that particular situation, it wouldn't have mattered. There's like Bunnex said, there's pros and cons on both sides. I think it's a terrible position to be in as a teenager. You're not even, like, your frontal cortex hasn't even like clicked yet. Like, your brain is not super wrinkly yet. You're not even an adult yet. You're still a child. And you know what, Master Fu? Fuck you, nigga. You put these two kids in these situations. You put the power of creation and destruction in the hands of teenagers. I blame Master Fu for all of this. And that's another Chloe take. I'm not reading that. I feel so robbed that Sublime got so many hairstyles on her debut. She got many hairstyles on her debut? Maybe I missed it. While they gave Marinette so many stiff ones for 10 years. Marinette is the main character who likes fashion. I feel like she should have prettier hairstyles. On the other hand, it's nice to see the inclusion in Miraculous. They always done that right. Marinette's hair is not stiff. I mean, it kind of is.
No stiff, bitch. No, none of that. Shake, bitch. What?
I think we need to see Marinette with her hair down again. Shake, bitch. Shake. Stiff wear. Stiff wear.
For real, stiff what?
Chat Noir was a creep to Ladybug, and Lady Noir was not a healthy ship because of Cat Noir's behavior to Ladybug. He didn't respect her boundaries for the major portion of the show. I agree. A lot of people will shit on Marinette for her stalking tendencies towards Adrien, but will never have the same energy towards Adrien when he's Cat Noir and his advances towards Ladybug when she has told him no repeatedly and to stop calling her certain words and to stop calling her certain things. He doesn't listen, and he also crosses boundaries, but y'all don't seem to have the same energy for that. She. Someone said the London special was kind of bad. Oh, you tripping, Jesse Golo, you tripping. The London special was the best special out of all the specials that we got. It was intense, the story was good, Lila was on her 10s, and had to make Bunix get involved. If you make Bunix get involved, it's a good episode, it's a good special. Marinette doesn't deserve the hate. I agree. I think the fandom, a lot of people are too harsh on Marinette in general. This show should have ended at max 3 to 4 seasons. Okay, I think the first arc could have been done in 3 to 4 seasons. I think it could have been done in 3 seasons. I don't think the first arc should have taken 5 seasons. I know this is a hot take, but people shouldn't take this Marinette is a stalker thing too seriously. Yes, she did some weird stuff, but most of it was just jokes to make the kids, the show's target audience, laugh, or a way for the writers to move the plot along. I'm not saying there's no drama in Miraculous, but you can't take everything about this show seriously. I mean, a teenage girl became president of Paris. Mayor of Paris, not president. I agree to a certain extent. I think the Marinette is a stalker thing. I think it's blown out of proportion a lot of the times. I think people are just starting shit for the sake of starting shit, and everyone wants to voice their opinion on certain things. Opinions are like assholes. Everyone's got them. In terms of the writers using it to move the plot along, I think there could have been other ways to move the plot along other than a girl stalking a boy. It does come across a little weird. And it's not because children are very impressionable. Children are very impressionable. What you put in shows, you think is just funny for shits and giggles, but those kids absorb those things and it becomes a part of who they are. Miraculous for a lot of these viewers is in their impressionable years. So you have to be really, really careful what you put out there. Even with the episode Sleeping Siren, they made a point to say you can't just kiss someone without their consent, to kind of like undo their earlier episodes, that Cupid episode or Dark Cupid with Marinette kissing or Ladybug kissing Cat Noir without his consent. You have to be so careful. You have to be so careful. And the Creative Links Club says we live in a woke era and everyone gets too offended. I do think some social media apps are like an echo chamber of hate. Like everyone just loves to bounce hate off each other, and whoever can hate the loudest gets the most amount of likes or tweets or reposts or whatever. But you do have to be mindful and aware of the cultural environment that we're in and the changing and evolving environment that we're in. You want to impact the children that you are writing for. And I think season 6 is doing a lot better than what the earlier seasons did. So that's why I agree, but I also don't agree. You know, you wrote something so long. I'm so sorry, buddy. I'm not reading all that. Someone said most people on this comment section don't even know what a hot take means. Amen. I'm so sorry, y'all. I had to skip over so many of these because you guys had takes that were not hot. I don't want to hear about Chloe's redemption arc. I don't want to hear about Zoe being a replacement for Chloe. I don't want to hear about Marinette being a stalker. I don't want to hear about that. Those are takes that have been in the chamber since the beginning of time. Okay? When I mean hot take, I want you to guys say something that is so against the grain that makes my I almost said something I shouldn't say. That it makes my I can't say that either. That it makes my hair stand up on my arms. Do you see any hair standing up on my arms? Look. No, you don't see any hair standing up on my arms. Like here, someone says Chloe's overrated. Come on. Zoe should have been Mari's BFF and not Alia. Wait, hold on. What? This is a hot take. What do you mean? Zoe should have been. Zoe is one of Marinette's best friends, but Alia has been there. Okay. Let me share my hot take. You guys let the lighter skinned characters get away with so much, but anytime it's a dark skinned character, you guys carry on for days. And I'm talking specifically when you guys say Alia was a terrible friend for believing Lila. Everyone and their grandmas believed Lila. Everyone except Marinette and Adrian, except for those two. And it's supposed to be the whole yin yang, you know, you can't phase Plague and Tiki, so they're the only ones, you know. I don't give a f. You guys drag Alia through the mud, but you guys don't do that for Kagami. Kagami was literally friends with Lila after Lila had lied many times, and you guys don't bat an eye. But Alia believed Lila because, listen, a girl shows up and Marinette's telling you that this girl is lying. You guys, Marinette, shut up. Who cares? And then you guys are like, oh, Alia was believing Marinette the entire time. Everyone did. And then you guys get on Nino's case for revealing to Adrian that he was Carapace and Alia was Rena Rouge. So what? Nino is their best friend. He's part of the core four.
Love, bonding, trust, real friendship.
He's one of the only few people who Adrian can really trust because Nino trusts Adrian. You guys never. Okay. Let me not get heated. Like, comment, and subscribe. Put your hot takes in the comments below. I will try my best to respond. And please let them be hot takes. Do not let them be lukewarm takes. If they are lukewarm takes, I am not going to respond. Not on my watch.